Hi, I'm Bill Roberts. I'm the Senior Director of Product Management for Adobe's Professional Video Group. I'm at IBC 2014 and happy to be back here. It's a really exciting show for us. One of the hot trends on the show floor is Ultra HD, so this 4K movement, but it's much more than just a larger raster. It's actually a higher frame rate as well. So in Europe, you'll see a lot of the sporting groups being very interested in 50p as the frame rate to deliver customers a great experience. The last part is really exciting. If you swing by the Dolby booth, you get a chance to see Dolby Vision, which is extended dynamic range delivered to the home. So this is the first time the home gets an extended dynamic range picture, which is just knocks your eyeballs out of your head the first time you see it. So we were collaborating with Dolby. We're actually handling how you deliver the information to make that image look great if the TV supports this extended dynamic range, but also look great if you still have your regular home set. Our chief color scientist, Lars Borg, will be presenting a paper on high dynamic range workflows for the Ultra HD at SIMTE next week in Geneva. So along with this 4K, there's also more pixels on the screens we're working with. So we've done a complete refresh to the UI to bring high DPI to the Windows platform, just like we did on the Mac. And we've changed the whole UI. And this is the beginning of a long journey, and it's a very important path. So if you look at it, you'll notice immediately it's a little bit darker. We've changed some of the highlight colors, but this is much more than just a little touch-up to the UI. We're starting to get ready for different models of interaction. If you're working on a Windows laptop, you might have touch already. So we're making sure that all of our affordances, all the things on the screen, are actually large enough they can work well with your fingers as well as your mouse. So aside from making things look great across the board with all of our different products, Premiere has taken a big step forward in this release, and there's a ton of new features just 5 months after the last release. So for Premiere, one of the big areas we focused on is media management. So we have this thing called Smart Bins. Not the best name, but it really does some brilliant stuff. So if you add metadata, in Prelude, Prelude Live Logger, or just in Premiere itself, those keywords can be used to identify that media. It works exceptionally well in live workflows. So if we look at a live event and you're using Live Logger and you've set it up so that you can have keywords such as circle take or a particular action in a sporting event, those keywords will auto-populate those bins when you import that media. It's really fantastic, really easy to use. Another file-based enhancement we made is something called Transcode and Consolidate. I know we really blew the budget on great marketing names, but it does exactly what it says. It transcodes and consolidates, which is really important. We use all these native file formats when you're creating a project, particularly a documentary. You might have everything from iPhone to Red in your documentary. So you've got your editorial lock, great, but now you've still got all these different formats. Transcode and Consolidate allows you to take all that content, with or without handles, a whole range of controls, and put it into an intermediate codec. You could do ProRes or you could do DNX, but we've also added now the new GoPro Cineform codec, which is really awesome. It's a very high-quality wavelet codec, but also supports rasters greater than 4K, and it also supports alpha. So we've got great updates in the products. Adobe Anywhere also has a fabulous new update. We've had a lot of users around the world integrating into their daily workflows, and we're delighted by that because now a lot of the features are being driven by what they want. And a lot of them are anchored in workflow. I think one of the most important ones is the H.264 stream that the system generates for our iPad application is now available to our customers and partners via the API. So you can build entirely different experiences for people who may not be native creatives. So this allows them to get into the workflow and see work before it's even completed. So it's a fantastic new way to connect and create workflow. Outside of that, we have over 200 partners here at the show, which is fantastic, over 40 showing integrated panels into our products. So if you come by the show or walk through the show floor, there's a high probability you'll see one of our products somewhere, which we're very happy and thankful for. So IBC 2014, things are looking good over here at Adobe.